Hello everyone on YouTube, TheMainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and now branching out, doing something amazing. I'm gonna watch CrowbCat's video, amazing content creator. Back 4 Blood proves Valve carried Left 4 Dead. This is a request from a viewer on Twitch, which I respect a fuck ton. So we are going to watch this. This, however, clocks in at 26 minutes. So I think I won't be able to honor the full video, but we'll get the gist of it after like 10 minutes, I'm sure. Or it's just super hilarious and we watch the whole thing. But I'm certain CrowbCat usually uploads videos, you know, roasting games, showing off bugs and glitches. And this is going to be Back 4 Blood is garbage, is my guess. And that Valve used to develop a game themselves. I don't know about the developer history or production history of Left 4 Dead. I enjoyed that game a lot. Way back in like 2009 or 8, I think it was. Played a lot of Left 4 Dead. Back 4 Blood I've just played a teeny tiny bit, but I know Back 4 Blood 2 released a while ago and I played it a bit.
For so long that it was really easy for us to just show them stuff. They'd be like,
oh,
here, check this out. We had a prototype up and running. Keep in mind, at this point, you know, the environment is all just big gray boxes. It's not pretty at all. The infected are still the sort of cheesy terrorist zombies.
I mean, it was already fun. So then it was just like,
what?
well, now we just got to make it look good.
Oh, terrorist zombies. Okay.
Turtle Rock Studios. This is pretty exciting for all us Left 4 Dead fans. Of course, you guys are known for all the amazing work, Left 4 Dead, and now you're building building on the legacy with this new zombie co-op shooter. What's new? What can you tell us about it, Chris?
Sneakers.
Well, we wanted to do more and bigger, right?
Okay, here we go. Here's the gameplay reveal of Back 4 Blood.
Not me. You all lost people. Lost someone close.
Oh.
I'm to blame?
I mean, glitchy AI, isn't that like almost every game these days?
Revolver here, pistol here.
What an ugly monster. Oh?
Over there?
Oh, the bots, okay, aren't really doing anything. Oh shit! My god! They are being devastated. Oh. Oh shit. Oh god, what a lot of these. He's an Avenger.
This is not good.
But come on, that's like 90% of games. Oh. Wow, such a classic.
Since killing zombies is such a big part of this game, we invested a lot of time into making their death animations more dramatic than simple ragdolls. We had a professional stuntman on a motion capture stage perform about 100 different dying animations from different kinds of weapons and hit from different directions, like from the front or behind. We then combined these mocap animations with the physics-driven ragdolls. The result is a really cinematic experience, with zombies that stumble for a few steps into a wall, then slide down the wall and collapse, for example. It's the best of both worlds.
Man, I forgot about this, that it was so... The attention to detail was so great. Oh, come on. Damn, it's so good. So cinematic. Well, I guess cinematic. I guess realistic. Oh god, that stuff.
We treat the infected horde as a major character in Left 4 Dead and spend a lot of effort in making their...
I gotta say though, that attention to detail blows me away and can, to a certain extent, carry a game in terms of fun. Quite a bit, you know, that it feels, you can really feel the impact of your weapons. And that's, you know, that's left 90% of the time in Left 4 Dead, if not 99% of the time, is spent just shooting zombies, like emptying your magazines or weapons, whatever, into zombies. So it's nice to feel that those physics, you know, are like, oh, he got shot in the stomach, he holds his stomach. That can do a lot for the fun in a game, but is that really in the end what's going to carry a game like Left 4 Dead? Isn't it more about like the level design, the AI, how the enemies are balanced, graphics overall, maybe story if you want to have that? I don't know.
Their movements believable. Common hordes stagger around, cough, vomit, fight amongst themselves, lean against walls, sit on the ground, and lie down as part of their wandering behaviors. When they see a survivor, they become enraged, taking off in a full sprint, leaning into their turns, trying to get to their victim.
Wow. That's really... the animation work, I mean, still looks amazing. God, he looks pathetic.
We wanted to express this rage in their faces as well. So we found efficient ways for each member of the horde to make intense facial expressions.
I don't like the glowing eyes at all. It's much scarier when a zombie actually looks like a person rather than a demon, in my opinion. It's that you want to be reminded that this used to be a person. It just makes it creepier, you know. If you remove that too much, it just turns into a generic demon, in my opinion. It's just not as scary or disturbing.
It was a challenge to create this diversity of looks for common infected and take advantage of unique clothing or uniforms in specific areas. For instance, lots of TSA agents are spawned in the airport, hospital patients around the hospital, cops in the streets, office employees in the offices, etc. It helped to reinforce the sense of a vast epidemic.
We wanted to add further variety to Left 4 Dead 2's campaigns, so we extended this.
This is great, and you have incredibly creative and passionate people at the steering wheel, right? Producing the original Left 4 Dead. But the thing is what happens to really any franchise or IP as it grows, right? I mean, honestly, look at movies today in Hollywood or games today that have been going on for a long time. You can look at Blizzard, you know, with the original Warcraft, Starcraft, etc., Diablo, and what then the company turned into later. You know, it's always the same formula, or like a band, music band, whatever, or an actor. They do most of their great work in their younger days, because then as they grow, they start making bigger projects, that cost way more money. You need a bigger budget, and hence you can take less risks, because now you have big corporations involved. Activision Blizzard, you know, there's a huge conglomerate now, and you have a big board of directors, businessmen who have to greenlight these budgets, and they say, take less risks. Don't fix what ain't broken. The audience wants this. Just take less risks. So that's why, you know, you usually have these creative guys. They're in a small studio, make games, and then that studio is bought up by a bigger conglomerate. The creative guys might quit and start another small business just so that they can have a higher degree of creative control. This happens to like almost any game, any franchise, movies. It's just
Notion when we added the Mudman, the Clown, the Construction Worker, and the Riot Cop.
Wow, I like your accent. Where are you from, Kappa?
Silver Cosme. You know I'm from Jamaica. Thank you so much for 17 months. Thanks for the support. But I know, I mean, another zombie game, Dead Rising. I only played the first one, and I loved Dead Rising 1. I think it's the best zombie game I've ever played, if it wasn't for the Resident Evil series. But I mean, that game as well, I hear, with every sequel, the attention to detail goes away. Like the physics, mutilation, differences between weapons, etc., etc. Because the passionate developers probably leave as the game, you know, became a big mainstream title, and now it's more, you know, controlled by businessmen. Oh.
God help us. Something's off. I can feel it.
Since players spend the vast majority of their time shooting the common infected, we wanted to improve the feedback and visceral nature of this experience. In Left 4 Dead 1, we provided only the ability to shoot off limbs.
I was gonna say that looked great, but okay, that was Left 4 Dead.
In Left 4 Dead 2, there are 43 unique ways to damage an infected.
Oh shit.
Because many of these wounds are non-fatal, players are able to wound an infected more than once, resulting in about 780 possible damage combinations.
Damn. I was thinking a little bit, what's the best example of a franchise getting going from smaller means, becoming a massive franchise, right? Like let's say an original movie is made or a game, and it's a big hit from a small studio, and then it's taken over by a huge corporation, and it's turned into a more mainstream popcorn, a lesser product. That's less creative. What's the best example of this? I thought of like the Terminator movies. Terminator 1 was made on a tiny fraction of a budget of the latest Terminator, but it's about 100 times more effective in terms of filmmaking. From any angle you might want to look at it, it's 100 times more effective. James Cameron was very creative with the small means he had, right? Another favorite example of mine is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. which is now being they've made 100 sequels made by large studios, large movie studios, and there's no creativity, there's no soul, there's no passion. It's just, oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we need a big guy, big hulking man wielding a chainsaw and a lot of gore. Completely missing the point of Tobe Hooper's original. But that's a great example of taking something amazing, put it in the hands of, the big corporation, and they give it the McDonald's treatment, basically. 20 IQ. We need gore, big man screaming, haunting soundtrack, generic, lots of blood, whatever. Girl with nice tits. And Terminator, but again, you have so many examples of this. So many examples. Oh, wow. But it's interesting that this the damage to the zombies, the zombie rigs, the animations, all of this, that it didn't just automatically carry over into Back 4 Blood. That they didn't reuse all of these assets. But see, a lot of work went into that. It seems a shit ton of work. It's just interesting to me that... Did the new developer start from scratch with Back 4 Blood? They must have started from scratch. Right. So they must have been like, we're not gonna match this, so let's just let's do the bare minimum. Oh shit! That's a sturdy plank. Holy shit. Oh wow.
The environments in Left 4 Dead are geometrically complex and littered with breakable and movable objects.
Oh, that's like production value 101 in a game. You don't want to play a game, where you can blow up the entire environment in detail, and then you shoot a chair and it goes into pieces, and then you play the sequel and suddenly you're shooting stuff and it doesn't react to it. It's like, it feels like such a massive step back.
Objects.
It really adds production value, and it really in terms of immersion, like really puts you into that. It feels like a physical space suddenly where you interact, and you lose so much immersion into a video game, in my opinion, when you shotgun zombies and they fly all over the place, and then you take the same shotgun to a chair and it doesn't even react, and it's like, oh, all right, I'm in a video game. And I know it's obvious that you're in a video game, but I can get really immersed into these things. And I really need that, but it feels like there's some physical consistency in terms of physics, that there's consistency in the game. Isn't it fascinating how the game that's way older looks 100 times better? 100 times better. And people think graphics, you know, that it's only about like how high resolution are those textures. How high resolution is it? And it's like, it's so far away from the most crucial thing, how good a game looks. How you know, you could take down those textures so much and more look at how's the cinematography, how's the lighting, how's the color palette we're looking at, how are the shadows, what do the animations look like. It's like that stuff stands out so much. It's like I played, is it Outlast? The first one, the horror game, that's now, it's really old now. Is it like 2013 or something? I played, what, like a year ago? Not even a year ago. And I was blown away by how good looking the game is, really. It's because the lighting, the people who made the lighting for that game, absolute geniuses. They made all of the environments look so incredibly sharp, just due to how they use lighting, where to put the lights and lamps. Crab, what's up?
This restaurant was one of the first areas we populated with tables and chairs. In early playtests, the survivor would pop a boomer, and the resulting explosion sent tables and chairs flying everywhere. It was a great effect. We decided to furnish a few more areas like this, so that more players would be likely to experience it.
Lights on.
Just beautifully lit. Oh, no dynamic shadows?
In Left 4 Dead, players carry flashlights to illuminate the environment. These shadow-casting light sources not only add surface richness and provide important visual depth cues, they tie into gameplay.
Turn it off.
Because a player's flashlight is attached to his or her weapon, the light becomes pointed off to the side when reloading or performing a shove attack. Like so many of Left 4 Dead's game mechanics, this encourages cooperation, as players know they may be left in the dark if they choose to reload at the wrong moment.
I think I'm gonna stop here, but yeah, we get the gist of it. Very unfortunate, but so many games go through this these days, it seems. But this really makes me want to try out Left 4 Dead 2, a game I never played. I only played the original way back. But Left 4 Dead 2 looks great. And it still looks like it fucking graphically holds up. So I should try that game. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this commentary by me. I'll post it to YouTube. We'll see how many are interested in my commentary. But it was very interesting to watch. And thanks for recommending it, Super Tuesday. Cheers.